Alors, save time by focusing on your literature research and specific research questions based on your outline and proposal. Ici, je dois faire la différence. Le projet, la proposition de projet, c'est pas un plan de travail. Le plan de travail, il doit émaner de la proposition. Your outline is not your proposal. That's why I tell my students, okay, if you provide me with an outline, or write a paragraph for each item. Chaque élément que vous proposez dans un plan de travail, il doit être expliqué. Pourquoi? Chaque fois, les questions doivent être régénérées. Pourquoi j'ai choisi ce titre-là pour mon plan? Et je dois expliquer. Comme ça, ça facilite le travail ultérieurement. Save time and energy by using technology, but not this technology we have here because we wasted time. Okay? To help you write this dissertation, you have Microsoft Table of Contents citation, and you have a new technique which is very interesting. What do you call that? That's to help with bibliography. What is it called? Yeah? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Okay. So it helps a lot in setting up your bibliography and your bibliography. Let me proceed. Now you have language, style, and mechanics. Un sérieux problème qui se pose, c'est le problème de langue. Pour tout le monde, à commencer par moi-même. Je ne peux pas dire que mais il y a une façon pour remédier tout. La première des choses, je n'écris pas pour moi-même, mais j'écris pour une audience. Une audience qui va lire mon travail. Si je ne m'applique pas à soigner mon écriture, ça pose un sérieux problème. Ça s'applique à tous les niveaux. Arabe, français, anglais, espagnol, allemand, toutes les langues. Et même en arabe, parfois, on s'imagine qu'on est maître de la langue, mais il y a toujours un problème. Vous trouverez toujours des problèmes. Alors, appliquez-vous. Okay? So, language, style, and mechanics. Now you have everything available. In the past, we didn't have this privilege. On n'avait pas ce privilège-là avec les machines pour nous corriger. Mais on faisait une chose qui est vraiment valable jusqu'à maintenant, même avec mes collègues. Maintenant, si j'écris un article, je le partage. Je le partage avec mes collègues. Et je n'admets pas quelqu'un qui me jette des fleurs. Mais j'insiste pour que mon travail soit à la hauteur. Et n'oubliez pas, ce n'est pas seulement mon collègue, mais même un doctorant avec vous. Un doctorant, il peut faire la chose. Il peut relire votre travail. Mais il faut accepter les remarques. Comme ça, on n'aura pas de problème lors du jour J de la soutenance. Et même avant la soutenance. Vous devrez bien savoir une chose, qu'avant la soutenance, votre travail, il est déjà envoyé pour examen. Et ce n'est pas à la hauteur, alors la décision devrait être choquante pour tout le monde, même pour votre directeur de thèse. Alors, the style should be formal, concise, and adequate. Les gens que j'ai enseigné le writing, they know what I say. Et à chaque fois que j'enseigne le writing, j'insiste sur deux choses. Simple, short sentences. Des phrases simples, courtes. Comme ça, Comme ça, on évite les problèmes. Now, we have, again, where is that? Again. Now, we move to abstracts. Abstracts, this is the last part of your dissertation to write. La dernière des choses à écrire. Parce qu'elle résume dans un sens le travail que vous avez fait. Vous devrez être direct. Okay? For example, this dissertation dealt with or is about this or examines this, and you give a kind of synopsis about that. You have to contextualize your abstract. You show the purpose. Why, again, this is why you have chosen this. And you have very good books about these things, about writing with purpose. Writing with purpose. On n'écrit pas dans le vide. On écrit avec un objectif clair. Now you have research questions, method, main results, implications. Ça s'applique seulement, cette méthode s'applique seulement aux sciences sociales, mais pas dans la littérature ou bien les études culturelles. On parle pas de résultats. On parle pas de résultats de mes enquêtes, mais l'implication ou bien l'effet de mon travail sur, ou bien de toute ma recherche sur le contexte dont je travaille. Depending on the department you are affiliated, this is very important, to provide the translation of the abstracts in 2 languages. In 2 languages, you have Arabic, French, Arabic, English, French, English. Now, as you know about the new changes in the doctoral system, you can be on the day of the defense. You can be asked in English, in Arabic, in French. Okay, you can be asked. Members of the jury can be of different linguistic background, and you have also to have. I don't know if this applies to you. We have the director of the poll. But you need to have at least a certain certification in English or French. So get ready. So depending on this, abstract should include 3 to 5 keywords. Les mots-clés. Les mots-clés de votre dissertation. Now the theoretical framework. Allow me to tell you one thing. Not all theory is applicable. So you will have l'embarras du choix de la théorie. So if you choose a theory, then it should be applicable. If it is not, then no need for that. Sometimes theory can come out of the work you are working on. Then that becomes your own theory. So a study without a relevant and sound theoretical framework is of limited value. The adopted framework might well be appropriated to account for the phenomena described and analyzed in your doctoral dissertation. I pick up a subject. Okay? La traduction, most of the time. Yes, Abdurrahman. So we pick up translation. Translation theories are everywhere and they are available wherever you go. But you need to be careful with the choice of your theory. How the theory can be applicable to what I would like to do in my research. Okay? Then before you have the adopted framework might well be appropriate to account for the phenomena described and analyzed in your doctoral dissertation. Sometimes you not necessarily to appropriate a theory. You can use, what is utiliser, utilize in English. Utiliser en français une théorie pour le support d'un an argument, okay, ça, it will work, but you have to justify why all the time. Now, we have discussion chapters. Account for the results obtained from your own standpoint. Si vous avez adopté une approche qualitative ou bien quantitative, vous devrez expliquer pourquoi et les résultats que vous avez trouvés, okay, vous devrez les justifier et expliquer ces résultats. On ne jette pas les résultats comme ça au vide. Revisit the theoretical framework in light of the results obtained. Vous devrez vous demander chaque fois si jamais le résultat que vous avez obtenu suite à l'utilisation, j'insiste et je souligne, l'utilisation de cette méthode, ok, ils doivent être clairs selon votre propre position, standpoint. I said again, refer to the literature reviewed in order to inform theory. Sometimes the literature review, la littérature, ou tout ce qui a été écrit déjà avant vous, il peut être what they call that, a springboard, okay? Jumping board, okay? For reaching a certain form of theory. Corroborate findings of previous researchers or question claims in previous researchers. You may disagree. On n'est pas censé être d'accord avec tout ce qui a été écrit. Et tout ce qui a été écrit, ce n'est pas une Bible. Ok? Ce n'est pas une Bible. Il est sujet de questions. Vous pouvez chaque fois demander et réagir à tout ce qui est... il n'y a pas de postulat. Now, les implications. When we speak about implications, how my work can warrant a certain form of added value sur le contexte socio-économique. Now, you have much the results obtained. This is a good doctoral dissertation. Much the results obtained. Inform practitioners. Les gens de même champ de travail, de recherche. Il faut les informer de votre travail. And inform policy making. What is meant by policy making? On peut contribuer, notre travail doit être une contribution solvable au changement, mais pas seulement une dissertation qui va être mise sur des étalages sans sujet de dust and things. And suggest further research. Ça, c'est la dernière phase. Vous pouvez chaque fois faire allusion au futur. Peut-être, je n'ai pas réussi à bien argumenter ce sujet-là, mais je propose d'autres recherches sur le même sujet, d'autres questions qui n'ont pas été répondues. Et now you have limitations. No work is perfect. Il n'y a pas de perfection. Chaque travail, il est sujet à des lacunes, des limitations, on peut le dire comme ça. A good study should also point out the limitation of research relative to, you have the scope, sample, data collection instrument, and data analysis. Lorsqu'on parle de scope, that's the frame, l'étar, l'âme. Okay? And même le choix de sampling, this is in the social sciences, okay? Even sampling and même in other fields, sampling is very important. Sometimes we cannot find data. For people, for example, working on neurosciences and the attrition and retritions, okay? Les gens qui sont aphasiques. Parfois, c'est pas possible de trouver des data. On doit se référer ou bien à la faculté de médecine, Mais parfois, même au niveau de la faculté de médecine, l'aphasie, parfois lorsqu'on veut des data, c'est pas accessible. Et ça, vous le trouverez dans les thèses qui sont déjà faites sur la neurolinguistique et l'aphasie. Maintenant, les data, ils sont reproduits parce qu'il y a what we call shortage of information and data in this respect. Bibliography. You vary your sources, and this is a question which I need to insist on. You have to vary your sources, and you have to be updated. Your bibliography should be updated. It is sometimes I would say that it is shame that you have someone who refers to books written in 1912, 1970s, 1980s, alors qu'avec un simple clic, vous aurez accès à des milliers de livres qui datent de 2023 maintenant, et même peut-être forthcoming books in 2024. Combine all the references and new ones. Okay? Refer to both the classics and more recent works. And you have research articles, books, MA theses, and PhD dissertations. But this does not mean that if you are using this material, then you have to appropriate it. Just to be honest. You have to acknowledge the reference. Acknowledge. Okay? And you have, research should also include online sources. Now we speak about bibliography. Okay? We do not speak about bibliography, but bibliography. Okay? So you have to use the whole link just for checkup. Now, publishing your dissertation before the defense. Now it is an obligation. You have at least 2 articles to publish in not predatory journals, but now we insist. Now the tendency is for a Scopus-based journals. Okay, so you have before defense publication is a partial fulfillment of the requirement for the degree of the doctoral degree. You have to publish, and you have to take part in conferences before you submit your work. Now this is by way of information. There is a council that looks at the validity of your articles and also at the level of the poll. Okay, before getting the authorization for defense. Impossible to do that now. We were lucky. We didn't have to publish. Okay, publish aspects of your doctoral project. You have to publish research activities should cohere into well-delimited research program. Present papers in doctoral symposia, and then national or international conferences. Be aware not to publish your dissertation before you defend it. Don't publish your work before you defend it. Publication comes after you include the recommendations and the critique that was given to you on the day of the defense. In other words, be careful. Now, I guess after the defense, publication maximizes your chances for job hunt. Now, if you would like to work at the university, if you don't have publications, then you are not eligible to sit before a jury. I tell you this. You have to have publications. And you have published papers based on your defended doctoral dissertation. Look again, this takes me back to what I said. Okay? based on your defended doctoral dissertation, meaning your papers taken from that dissertation. It should include, again, all the comments, because now you cannot be given your diploma if you do not submit a final version, refined, including the comments of your examiners. Here in Morocco, I can speak about the U.S. Most of the time, you have a pre-defense. I don't know here, but a pre-defense examination. This pre-defense, okay, or what you call mock defense. Mock meaning not real. Okay, you have this. You present before jury. In the U.S., maximum you have 3 people, max. In the U.S., maximum 3 people, and they are with you all the time. These people, they are not only examiners, but they follow your work during that year that you spent. Okay, so before, in a pre-defense, they all the time they give you the comments to include in your papers. Then on a public day, public defense, okay, then you have to have included those comments. If not, then they can fail you. Now, you have published articles in refereed peer-reviewed journals, publish articles in index journals if possible. C'est pas donné à tout le monde de publier dans des revues, ou je ne sais pas comment on les appelait en français, mais indexées. C'est pas évident. Okay, so you have to look for good ones. You have published research activities should cohere into a well-delimited research program, meaning you have to make the effort to make your work, okay, something valuable, an added value, une valeur ajoutée dans ce sens-là. As a conclusion, the completion and defense of your doctoral dissertation mark your transition from a doctoral student to a doctorate holder. It is a wonderful feeling, yes, to be a doctor, but that's the beginning. That's the beginning. Okay? You have other openings. You have postdoctoral research should be one of your primary concern if you intend to. Why? كاين اللي تاخذ الدكتوراه وتيتخبى وراها. تاخذها صافي وتيتخبى وراها ما باقيش تيجر السطر. Okay? So make the effort to think about postdoctoral research. You have plenty of postdoctoral grants. Plenty. We didn't have this chance. Honestly, we didn't have. You have it. You can take, as Maya Angelou says all the time, seize the moment. You have everything handy. Okay, not handy. Okay, everything ready for you. Just stretch your hand to get it. You have postdoctoral grants offered by the British Council. Although the British Council is mean, mean, scram, okay. Now you have the Moroccan-American Commission that offers postdoc. It is a lot of money for you. I make it just for you, just to maybe because money rings. So it is a lot of money, and you can spend 6 months in the U.S. doing research. Postdoc. Okay? You have postdoc even in France, in Europe, all of Europe. And you have postdoc in Latin America, in Asia, in China, and in Korea. So just make the effort, and I wish you all the best. This is a list of reference you can check if you would like, and you have also. Thank you.